Hello and welcome back to the best smelling show on the radio.
Synesthesia Blue Raspberry Experience.
What does everyone smell like? Let's go around. I smell of iron and roses. And a bit of... Do you know when a sea captain is like muttering and it's not really a language? That smell. Christina, you look
That's what I look like.
you want to go. No, you look like you want to go next.
I wouldn't know. Definitely metal, because I got a lot of metal on me. But
Both out here smelling like metal.
metal.
Gwen,
Metal AF.
what do you smell like?
Fabric, dust, trees, fresh earth, lavender, and rosemary.
Eleni?
I smell like...
You're gonna have to talk so much louder, my dude.
I smell like Oasis and mint chocolate, because that's what my lip gloss smells like.
Which it smells very yummy, by the way.
It
Hell
doesn't
yeah.
taste like anything, but it smells like I should be able to eat it, and I kind of feel misled by that.
And that's fantastic. And we go into all sorts of debates, like the one that you brought up here on the Redwood Voicecast. I'm, of course, your host, Persephone Rose.
I'm Christina.
I'm Gwen.
I'm Eleni.
I'm joined by all these beautiful Redwood Voice members. This smattering of various folks. There's, of course, the small Victorian child under the desk.
We're thriving.
We all survived somehow.
We all got a vibe somehow, and that's what we're gonna talk about on the Redwood Voicecast today. What's everyone been up to, Redwood Voice-wise? And we can just be quick, because we have some more important stuff to get to, I'm aware.
Wanting to sleep more and having back pain.
The weak whispering mumbles make me think I should continue to lead.
I don't think I currently have anything.
Eleni, you finished your work.
Yeah, I finished the changing the D&D therapy into like a more I guess generalized. I don't think generalized is the best word though, but that's the only word I'm thinking of. Like a generalized version.
Let me
of it.
editorialize you for our listeners at home. You've made a version of your story, Dungeons and Dragons and Recreational Therapy, accessible to the Access Humboldt Station, our partners down south.
That.
Christina.
So, I'm step by step getting closer to finishing my project, but I'm
That's
finding
true.
out the hard way that lots of people don't like to be interviewed.
You are currently in the really big hole that stops a lot of my projects that you just
Yeah.
kind of get stuck in, which is that people don't like to talk.
Yeah, and I'm
They say
noticing
they
that.
do.
Right, and then they just
Oftentimes,
Nothing.
they will start the conversation with you, and like, you can talk a little bit, and then they'll stop before you can schedule the thing.
Just
Yeah.
like Tinder users.
Less like Tinder users. And Gwen, what are
I'm
you doing?
currently working on a article about Dungeness crabs and the shortage of crabs this season and how that affects human going-ons, as well as what among, like, okay, I was gonna say among crabs, that sounds weird. What in the ocean is going on to cause that?
What is going on with these crabs?
They're sad.
Well,
Aren't we all?
that's a story to look forward to. Sad crabs.
depression crabs.
There's no darker fate than to be a sad crab.
They do say cancer
would-
signs cry a lot.
It would be unfortunate if you were a lobster who was sad, because lobsters are like physically immortal,
You live forever and you're old and giant and you're sad.
just like
the
me
only
right
thing
now.
That stops them from actually being immortal is they just get too.
They get too
weak
big and they can't
to
eat
molt.
enough.
Molting becomes too toxic.
wild. And that is one of the many things we'll be talking about on the Redwood Voicecast.
One that kind
My-
of makes me want to, because one of my friends, one of his goals is to get a turtle, because turtles live for a long time, and so
Nice.
that way when he dies, the youngest person attending his funeral gets the turtle, like it's gonna be in the will, so that way he's
Congratulations.
burdening his future
I
generations.
thought you were talking about the
with this
turtle. If the turtle died at the funeral,
No, he's burdening these future generations with this long-living turtle.
Who's the
But I want
youngest?
to do that with
Here
a
you
lobster,
go.
like just help it molt and see how long it will live. I
does
feel
that mean like when
would
it's
be a
starting to
fun
molt and
way.
it's struggling, you just break it open?
just
You just perform surgery
No,
on it?
Actually, interjecting, the problem is lack of nutrients and predators. So most often, because they can't get enough mineral heavy foods in their diet and enough, supplements to their diet to molt when they're that proportionally huge, they starve to death or they succumb to bacterial infection because they're not healing fast enough and their shells aren't hardening fast enough.
And that's pretty hot.
Point
off,
is, I still want to do the whole.
Please don't
have my
sexualize
future
lobsters.
Generations taking care of this lobster until it becomes like Godzilla sized.
to cap off the work segment, my 2 pieces, so we can get into the fun stuff. I've created the intro for Queer Coven Radio, which is coming this week. Yay. Here's that, and I'm going to play it on the...
There appeared to her a man in black attire, trussed with black points, who said to her, if she would give him her soul, she should want nothing, but should have power to hurt whom she would, both man and beast. In that manner he oftentimes returned to her, till at last she yielded to him, and she asked his name, and he called himself the Devil.
From author David K. Johnson, the Lavender Scare helped fan the flames of the Red Scare. In popular discourse, communists and homosexuals were often conflated. Both groups were perceived as hidden subcultures with their own meeting places, literature, cultural codes, and bonds of loyalty. Both groups were thought to recruit to their ranks the psychologically weak or disturbed, and both groups were considered immoral and godless.
You are listening to Queer Coven Radio.
And then an actual Redwood Voice work. I did a video for the Sources of Strength organization right here in Del Norte. It's a program for like youth suicide prevention and mental health stuff. And it's all like kids from the school district. And they get together and they want to like make messages and stuff. They've invited us to their meetings, and if we're interested, I know my calendar at this point is so many colors that I probably can't, but that's nice. And it was actually a pretty fun video to make. It was very quick to make, because we need some mental health resources in this pit, in this little place. So yeah, that's what's going on in the work side of things. But we have some very important stuff to really dive into. Christina, I believe that you have brought works for us to review.
Ah, yes, I have.
Oh, majestic.
And do you care to explain to our listeners what's going on?
So, just kind of cleaning up lately. My husband has younger siblings who I will not name.
Yeah, we will be using fake names. Everyone come up with new names on the spot. Don't use the same name twice, or you're fired.
I'm just gonna call them the children.
But you can't use it twice.
What?
You have to add something to it.
That's the dot children.
Christina, I'm sorry, I don't make the rules.
Okay. But I have some collected art that they have made for me and my husband over the time, just kind of sitting in my car. So we're going to do a little art review today.
Do we want to like pass it around, tell our interpretations?
I say we should pass it around.
Pass it around.
Now should we do it one at a time or just all at once?
I feel like one at a time, so we can discuss them one at a time.
All right.
Yes.
Pass them around.
I love the colors of this tree.
So we know it's a tree for our listeners at home.
It looks like a cherry blossom tree, I would think, because it's pink.
It is
There
pink.
also appear to be fruits falling off.
Now,
Yeah.
have you considered it could also be cotton candy?
It could be a cotton candy tree.
This could be a cotton candy tree.
These kids are addicted to sugar.
These are kids, and the potential, it's all over the place. That's either a cotton candy tree or...
I very much like it. If it's cotton candy, then I feel I should state that the bark is probably chocolate.
I've already seen this, but I still love it each time.
This is your phone background, I assume.
It should be. It's
Yes.
beautiful.
New keyboard background.
Honestly, I love the textures of it. That's some high level quality right there. Little sprinkles of textures. I love how some of the fruits are like pink and black, but then some are just straight black.
I think that looks like donuts are falling out of the tree. There's a lot of sugar going on.
It's a cotton candy tree
There you go.
that produces donuts.
That sounds like an awful combination.
Bark is made out of chocolate.
I hate the sound of that. Could you imagine just eating a bunch of cotton candy and donuts at the same time? Those are different textures. Those are different times.
I feel like it could work, but if it was like a super bougie donut with like cotton candy on it as sprinkles.
Now the picture's in my hands. You guys missed out. This looks like a mustache. This is clearly We've got a Green Man situation going on.
Oh, you know what the tree looks like though? Like the whole mass of like the leaves. It looks like those little chair rests that you put on your bed that you like lean back on.
Oh, the like big pillow.
These two are the same thing. One was done by each sibling,
Okay.
and they look.
So we got 2 takes on one thing.
Those are
That's very powerful.
very cute cat drawings.
Very cute cat.
I want to say that they drew my cat Siri.
Ooh. I adore the one on the left.
The one on the left.
The one on the left is my favorite by far.
Here's the thing. I know they are cats due to context clues because there's balls of yarn next to it.
Yeah.
There
But
are
I
balls
want
of
to
yarn.
think they are foxes because they look very fox-like
They look
with
like
the
foxes.
colors.
If they were foxes, their ears and tails would
Can
be
I
bigger.
hold the left one
But
so I
these
can
are also
describe?
children.
And then
Children
I'll
are not gonna
describe-
be,
Children know how foxes look.
Imagine,
Children aren't going
listeners.
to be exact with details.
Imagine a cat.
The themes are there.
Imagine a cat. It is so lumpy, and its head is so big, and it makes me happy to look at this drawing.
That probably is why it's Siri though, because Siri's kind of got a fat head, tiny body.
I'm not being
Such a
facetious.
cat.
This just makes me happy to look at. Thank you.
It's a good cat. And then the other one looks like a. It looks like a cat that. I mean, it's a very well drawn cat, but it looks like it has no soul because of the black eyes.
It does look like
Cats
a patchwork
don't have
cat.
souls, Christina.
My cat does for some reason.
Your cats are the most head empty cats I've ever met. What are you talking about?
Christina's cats actually have several souls in them. They're phylacteries.
I got one cat who I named Siri earlier. She's got 24 toes.
Yes.
She has 7
Love that
on
for
both
her.
front paws, and then she has 5 on her back paws.
She could count so high if she wanted to.
She sounds like Velcro running across my floor. On crack.
I love
Now
that.
these are also the same photo. I have, I believe, a little acorn.
It does look like these have signatures, which we can't read out loud.
Yes.
Very greatly written. Incorporated into the artwork, actually.
My original interpretation, when I first saw these, I was like, alright, they've signed it, so obviously this is how they view themselves when they transform into something.
So these are transformation pieces.
that's
acorns.
what I first interpreted it.
One's got, you know, a cute little rainbow and some snow and some rain and it looks like a very happy little acorn. Got a cute little red bow, and then we've got this one with the sickest rainbow I've ever seen.
That one
That-
looks
that
like
is a
it's
punk
seen
rainbow.
things.
This is a very punk rainbow. It's got the colors of blue, yellow, red, black, brown.
So these are sort of,
green.
if they were
It's
acorns to
because
be
your
planted.
husband's always talking about how he doesn't like red.
There's
It's rubbed off on the children.
There's a small line of red in there.
We know why, but I'm not gonna say it on the air because I don't think that's radio.
His favorite
appropriate.
color is blue.
His favorite color's blue. His favorite sports team's colors are blue too.
Dodgers, and he loves the LA Rams.
Now these pieces from Spiffany and Bellathor. These acorns. So in case we weren't clear, these are 2 acorns, and this represents their hero's journey.
I guess,
I'm gonna say it's the hero's journey.
I guess so. One's a very cutesy, you know.
I like the
kawaii
cute one.
acorn, and then the other
I
one.
do like the cute one.
The other one does look like he has. Seeds.
But I do like the sick punk one. This
It's like
this
a punk
kid knows what
acorn.
they're about.
looks-
Spiffany knows what's going
It
on.
looks very salad fingers.
Yes, it does give off that vibe of salad fingers.
You know what? I kind of got that from the previous cat. The one that wasn't my favorite, but was that the same artist?
Yes, was the same.
One of these children, Spiffany, has a specialized art style already, and I think that's pretty impressive.
I feel like the lumpy cat is maybe the pet of the acorn person,
Man.
and they live in that tree.
But this is just a small collection of what they've given us.
Oh, wow.
Just all of the little drawings.
You think you can bring more in next week?
I could definitely bring more in next week.
I'm
New
loving it.
segment.
New segment.
Rating children's art.
Rating children's art on an audio-only program.
Yes.
10 out of 10. Would gladly look at their art
Yeah,
again.
could we just set up like a P.O. box, have everyone send in like their children's
We
drawings?
very well could. We can do like a small art review.
That would be cute.
I'd love that.
I'm down to clown.
I would plaster the walls in them, just make it a new
Yes.
wallpaper.
Yes.
That's the move. That's the money move.
Well, that out of the way, I suppose we should do another segment.
Who knows?
You guys wonder what's happening in the world right now?
Try not to.
Well,
Yes, that.
Gwen, let me ruin that for you.
We can also do our horoscopes again too.
Oh yeah,
Always.
let's look at today's news, and I'm only gonna read the fun ones.
Oh, okay.
Because we have Democracy Now! And morning 9 a.m. with Amy Goodman to do actual news. Coronavirus, stimulus, stocks, Atlanta,
Stonks.
coronavirus, tornado, Michelle Obama. Okay, Michelle Obama reacts to Meghan Markle's tell-all interview with Oprah from today.
Sounds riveting.
Man.
I am
All
a simp
right.
for Michelle Obama.
Disneyland to reopen.
Oh boy.
Let's see, COVID.
The
Italian
rat
moat
rises
baker,
again.
Boat Baker.
behind latest America's Cup challenge. I don't know what that is, but Fox is reporting on it, so I'm gonna go to the next Google page.
Alright.
Stocks flatline. Today's weather: tornadoes.
Stonks.
Tornadoes in Northern California.
I'm getting Illinois news.
Stonks and tornadoes.
Today's headline. Today's
tornado
famous
of
birthdays include celebrities Rob Lowe.
Don't know who that is.
You know
love
who
Rob
that is,
Lowe.
but
I
just like
don't.
not by name. Yeah, everyone knows Rob Lowe, but no one really understands
I don't
Rob Lowe.
hold the names or faces of any men except for Robin Wilson in my head. Or, what was that guy's name again?
There's a running for best regional fast food chain, and voting is underway for that. It looks like in the lead, or Pals is in the running. I don't know what Pals is.
That must be a regional fast food thing, like how we have In-N-Out, but if you go like anywhere outside of the West Coast.
Sorry,
Yeah.
they're the ones holding the contest. This is Pal Sudden Service is once again in the running.
Please.
Or they're in the running for it, so I
Okay,
guess
hold
they're
on.
a restaurant.
Help me out here. Who's the really famous comedian who died?
Robin Williams. Robin Williams.
Can I ask why? Can I?
Well, because Gwen was saying about how
Robin
she only
Wilson.
holds the name and face of one man in her head.
I thought this was related to the food thing, and I was just real worried.
Yes, they're using Robin Williams to cook.
I'm sorry.
Well, anyway.
Sorry.
What's his name again?
Okay, wait.
Robin Williams.
Guys,
Yeah.
look at the Pals building. It's got a hot dog on it.
Hot dog. I kind of. It's very cute.
It's retro. They're stylized. It's
feel
like
like
old
it's
McDonald's.
I feel like this isn't real and I'm having like an acid dream.
I really want a cheeseburger now.
Right.
We got DoorDash now,
I'm hungry.
as Christina's covering in the news whenever people get back.
Right.
I want cheeky nuggies.
We can go get food after this.
Cheeky nuggies.
I think in the past 3 recordings, I have you on record asking for someone to drive you to lunch.
Listen, Listen,
You know-
okay.
Got the right for you.
I'm a Taurus.
You know, we've actually been in this recording for a while, which is it's time for me to know because
I'm a Taurus. I can't help it.
It's time for me to announce to you guys. I have a surprise for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh.
I've released 3 leprechauns into the studio.
Oh, I'm
The
gonna.
first person to find all 3 leprechauns, they are.
It has to
Wait,
be
like
all three?
actual
Like,
leprechauns?
how big are they? Are they?
Well,
just,
they're
like,
in the walls.
in the wall.
They don't seem to like each other.
So what
every
I'm
time-
hearing is tear the building down to find leprechauns.
No,
in
no,
the building.
that's the thing. You're not gonna find them today. You're going to have to lure them out. But the first to collect all 3 leprechauns, get a. Oh,
Do they have to
I'll
be
tell
alive?
you, I'm really proud of you.
Do they have to be
I'll tell
alive?
you, I'm really proud of you. Well, let me tell you,
Are they
buddy,
like
I
little
really need
figurines,
validation.
or are they like just like little? Like,
They are little men who grunt and
they're,
drink.
They're actual. Oh, I'll bring them.
I
out.
brought them here in a wrought iron box.
It's extremely
Okay, Christina,
sadistic.
we have to dress up the boys as leprechauns.
They're fairies. That's such a mean thing to do.
I kidnapped them. I had a snare trap in the woods. I
think
filled
they'd
it with
be
Lucky
down for it.
Charms.
Could you imagine?
This is anti-Irish.
Bringing
This
it
is
up to
straight up anti-Irish
I'm half
propaganda.
Irish.
I'm
Say-
Irish too. You're literally Irish and Irish phobic.
We're just recreating the Irish Wars.
We are.
Persephone just has deep internalized.
Are you gonna tell me next that
instead
you're a
of homophobia,
Protestant?
It's like hatred against the Irish. So
I'm
it's-
Irish.
So that's what makes it funny is the whole, you know how some men have like internalized homophobia because they're like gay or bisexual.
No, I
And
know.
so that's why they're outwardly homophobic. That's you, but
I
with
feel like
Irish.
I feel like to complete this like Irish schism, we're gonna find out Persephone's Protestant, and I'm gonna have to like kill her.
Did you say Protestant?
Yes,
Protestant?
whatever,
Prote-
Protestant.
Protestant.
I don't care.
The Oh. The kid just dropped dead.
Bleep it.
We're gonna have to
just bleep it.
We're going to have to get one of the leprechauns,
Just
dress him
bleep
up as a
it.
little Victorian boy. And now there's gonna only be 2 leprechauns, and the prize is gonna suck.
This is just becoming Gravity Falls.
Well, you know what else is becoming Gravity Falls? Netflix is changing their password sharing system, and they're
Yeah.
cracking right down on it.
Can't watch Netflix now. What's that?
That's why I say you should pirate your movies. And
Yar
pirate your
har,
shows.
matey.
I know my brother's Netflix.
I do too. Only on my phone though, not on my Xbox.
I only know it because he told me the password once and then told me that it was the password he uses for everything.
Christina,
Yeah.
give me a number between 4 and 12. 14.
14.
So I said between 4 and 12.
Now, mind you, I'm dyslexic. It's a 21.
These are numbers.
Sorry.
I was gonna say,
6.
I don't
Let's go
think these are.
6.
I don't think these are letters.
It's Elliot just died again.
Pals is on this page too. It's all weather. Page 6 is all weather.
Man.
And pals. And previews of the Honda Classic. Guys, I think there's no news today.
I don't think there's news.
In that case, we're gonna have to go to the stars. We're gonna have to go above and beyond.
I'd
Maybe
to
they'll
go to
explain why I'm
space.
like this today.
I typed H and immediately the website I frequent came up first. Avi's tried to convince
Yeah,
me
you
to
would
reach
visit
out
a
to them.
website like that.
Hmm?
Yeah, you would visit a website like that.
You interrupted my cool thing I was going to announce, which was Avi really wants me to like convince them to sponsor one of the shows.
I would love that.
I
No,
mean-
I would too.
Listen,
I buy from them every few weeks.
Nice.
be pretty lit.
Haha.
You know what else is lit?
Yeah.
The Aquarius horoscope.
Oh.
Eleni? I've not read this at all. I'm just saying it. I'm hoping I'm not setting it
Why
up.
don't you be like the
you
complete
see-
opposite?
But you see, today, a change in your working circumstances can make a positive difference to you, Aquarius, like finding a leprechaun. Perhaps you've moved to another desk, room, floor, or building, or you found a leprechaun. Whichever it is, you will be less stressed out. Being near difficult people or sitting near a window where you can see out can recharge your batteries and make you more productive.
Beautiful.
Fun.
I love how it's work related when we're at work.
When this is our literal work right now. And I guess I can also check the
Oh, I see
Tauruses.
how it is.
I mean, I guess.
I don't have any stakes in the war of zodiacs. I just tease you guys
I
because
only
it
have
means
one.
stuff to you.
Anger because we're better than you, aren't you, you dirty Protestant?
Okay, we'll just look up our own horoscope.
Wait, so if I'm a dirty Protestant, are you like full Catholic?
Gwen has become
Gwen has become full Catholic.
Catholic.
And you know what else is happening today, Gwen, as well as Christina? Some great news could come today, Taurus. Perhaps from a love partner. It might concern your relationship, or it might involve some... What is rattling in the walls?
Paul.
It's
Oh,
the
hey, Paul.
leprechauns.
They're trying to drag him through one of the holes.
It might concern your relationship, or it might involve some sort of good fortune coming to either you or your beloved. This bit of luck could free both of you in some way to further advance the relationship somehow. Don't panic and don't overanalyze. What was that? Overanalyze it. Follow your heart.
Eleni, I should let you know right now, I can't read lips.
I'll cut it out.
So
I'll
you'll
cut
text
whatever.
it to me, gotcha.
Just say Persephone cut this part out, and then say the thing. All right. For our listeners at home, Eleni and Christina have started texting each other.
No.
But what if?
Maybe.
It pertains to the horoscope, but I don't want to, like, speak it out because it's not my business, but like I know about it, and so I'm like, ooh, what if, Christina? What if?
I don't think so.
But what if?
Maybe. We'll see. If
We're leaving out Gwen, who I targeted with this. But
I dumped a partner like a month ago.
is that something you want to say on the air?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, she already said it.
That's fair. What sign do we want to have as our special third to really round us out?
Libra.
Yeah.
Libra. Minor change.
Same thing.
Well, all our Libras out there, minor changes in your money situation could make a beautiful day. Perhaps you discover a bank error in your favor, get repaid for a loan, or receive a generous gift. Whichever it is, it's likely to make it possible for you to make a purchase you've been thinking you had to postpone for a while.
This
Enjoy
goes
your
out
good
to my
fortune.
mom, who's a Libra.
So, Libra, if you want to buy something frivolous, do it.
I'm gonna text her. My boss told you to buy you something. My brother is a Libra.
Well,
Their brother is a Libra.
you know what this silence means, right? I think we just finished another Voicecast.
Sweet.
Ta-da.
Deep within the walls, the three leprechauns will continue their haunting, but
Yeah, you good?
Yes.
I've ended the recording.
Ah.
I've not ended the recording. It won't stop.
It won't stop.
Knew that I couldn't trust you.